I can't believe this was a year ago. Officially resigning from my teaching job after 16 years in the classroom. A year later, I want to share 3 fears I had while making a career shift and how they've played out for me. First, I worried about being unrelatable. For years, I showed up online juggling a full-time teaching job, a partner who traveled, and just surviving. The struggle was real and it resonated with a lot of women. But when I left that life behind, I had to unlearn the idea that struggle equaled value. This year, I had more time, more space, and with that came guilt. Guilt for taking daily walks, lingering at the bus stop with my mom friends, and just pouring back into myself. I didn't know how much of that to share because it didn't feel relatable, but I also felt myself evolving. I could spend more time adding value to my content and getting deeper. I learned that your audience either grows with you, observes, and even celebrates the changes, or they move on, and that's okay. The lesson: you won't please everyone, especially when you choose yourself. Did you guys see how that blended in? New sunscreen with dark spot corrector is now in the mix. Second was financial fear. I walked away from a steady salary, benefits, and a pension for something that can feel wildly inconsistent month to month, quarter to quarter. I worried I was not going to be able to sustain it or make enough to justify the risk. But what I've learned is this: slow periods are actually planting season. When deals aren't coming in, that's the time to strategize, pitch, and build community. See that sparkle? So good. There's a rhythm to this work: brands, campaigns, understanding what my followers want and need, and it all kind of follows a cycle. If you're intentional about planting seeds, the growth will come with patience. No, it's not a guaranteed paycheck every 2 weeks, but it's proving to be more lucrative than what I was burning out in the classroom for. Lastly, I was afraid of losing my identity. Teaching wasn't just my job, it was part of who I was. We're gonna let the concealer sit for a little bit. As a society, we tie so much of our worth with what we do for work. Walking away felt like I was abandoning a piece of myself. Even now, when I tell people outside the creator space that I left teaching to become a full-time content creator, I get blank stares, side eyes. It's just seen as a hobby rather than a career path. Not enough people are talking about how good this Say Beauty mascara is. I've learned that identity isn't fixed. It can change shape at any age. And just because it looks different now doesn't mean it's any less valuable or purposeful. Whatever change you may be at the brink of, I can tell you from experience, it's never going to feel like the right time. You are going to be filled with doubt and guilt and fear. So you might as well do it scared.